And we're live. Hello, you see?
Hello.
I don't know, man. It was funny.
It's just funny.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta let the Discord know. Everyone.
I'll tell Riss we're live. She was like, I haven't been getting the notifications. I thought you stopped doing it. I was like, no.
Notifications on what? YouTube?
I don't know.
That could be like a problem with the way OBS is set up for streaming. Like it might not push notifications.
I don't know.
There she is. Riss, we were just talking about you.
What the heck? I literally just sent you a text. Ah!
Your mic hates you.
Oh, God.
There go. Oh.
Something is so wrong in the universe.
Wait. Let's just gonna give it a little pressure.
Good Lord.
Maybe that'll do it.
Did I not wrap it enough times?
No, who knows? Maybe it just loves Hamas too much. There you go.
My mic is joining hummus.
I just saw your
It
text.
just likes hummus.
It's a hummus.
Hummus?
It's one hummus, please.
We too like hummus. Hummus is good.
Oh shoot!
With pita chips?
I don't have Riss's voice turned on yet.
Oh, somebody's in
Oh.
the Discord, and it's Rajika.
Rajika.
Hello. How are you?
Alive.
Yeah.
Very much that.
Much that. Yeah. Ah.
Your mic's falling over.
Stay.
Okay, so there's that. Let me turn speech to text on.
Speech hat.
P-chat.
Speech hat.
Hello. Hello.
Darkness, my
world.
friend.
Make sure that works.
I want to talk to you today.
Hello, world.
There we
May
go.
I have a voice, Father?
There you
Well,
have
now
the
you
one
do.
voice.
There you go.
Oh, the rings.
Yeah, I saw those when you hopped on. That's really cool.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah. How do they feel?
well, I've lost weight, so my original pair fits perfectly again.
Ah, nice.
Nice. They look cool.
Mm-hmm.
They're functional and cool looking. Very cyborg.
But you cannot roll a joint with him.
Mm-hmm. It's part of the agenda. They're
They're
trying
like,
to stop.
"Joints not for you.
It
Literally,
stops all
both
joints.
ways. Exactly. It stops all joints.
Oh, nice.
Clickety
Clickies.
clack.
You can never ever do anything quietly again.
It's like when you have really long nails.
Yeah.
You're like, I have to touch everything. Tickety tacks forever.
Looks like I have an extra pair left over at the moment because I don't think I will gain that much weight again.
Mm.
So, if anyone interested,
We just have to come and visit, and we can pick them up. Oh, that's so cool.
Mm.
so I got these separated. So it's
Gotta
can
keep them
choose which one you
separated.
want.
Yeah.
Why is my brain friggin' Shazam today?
I don't know. I was doing it earlier, so it's not like
Yeah.
the end of the world.
It's like Shazam time. Here we go. Let's just.
Riss asks for a voice and then doesn't talk.
I know.
I love it.
Now,
But
Riss,
when
the
I went
question
to
is.
hospital this week, I did treat myself with.
Nice.
Oh, cute. Did Cheshire Cat?
I went to the Primark. I passed it twice, and the third time I was like, okay, now it's mine.
Yeah, that's the rule.
I only went for one pair of jeans.
I'm doing laundry.
Like a responsible adult.
Yeah.
Stop it. Why does it hate me so much?
Magic.
How did I hurt it?
Is this your Elmo?
This is my Elmo. This mic specifically is my Elmo.
That's a very complicated reference. You have to explain the whole thing. This is a rabbit hole.
The eyes on it.
So yesterday I was cackling over. I don't even know how it came up. How did it come up?
Oh, God, I don't remember.
I don't know.
We were just being ridiculous.
I don't even know, but it popped up that like my
She can't even say it.
my memory of Jordan Peterson's absolute hate for Elmo. like vendetta level hate for Elmo. Like he wants Elmo to go die in a fire. That's how much Jordan Peterson hates Elmo. Yes.
Yeah, he
He's like, you destroyer of the West.
he tweets horrible things to Elmo.
Yes. In response to Elmo being like, how is everybody? Just checking in. And he's like, you will never defeat us. He's like, you should. And then he goes on a rant. He's like, one time my daughter asked me why I hate Elmo. And then he rattles off these like ridiculous reasons. He's like, he's fake nice.
Fake nice.
What? Of
But
course
he's
he's
fluffy.
fake. Of course he's
Here,
fake.
here.
Why do you hate Elmo so much?
I witnessed
He's
a lot of
cringy
people in
little
my life
milksop
that
of a
has
puppet.
like
I like the
Sesame
Jim
Street
Henson
noses.
puppets. They all had an edge. They were funny. Jim Henson was funny. He was a terrible stoner, and you could tell that in Sesame Street.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
I
could.
used to sit around when I was a teenager and get stoned and watch Sesame Street. I mean, nobody could invent the Count who hadn't smoked like 8 pounds of weed.
What? That's not the
That
right
was the
one.
same interview, but it wasn't
But yeah,
the same
not
soundbite.
not the same soundbite. The soundbite is fantastic because he goes through it. He's like,
That's it.
This week, our old pal Elmo tweeted a happy Ramadan to everyone, and I'm sure this gesture of inclusivity was met with nothing but positive responses. Like this one from Jordan Peterson, who called Elmo scum.
It says
Actually, that tweet was fake, and we should have known. I mean, who gets mad at Elmo?
Get
Oh,
Why
it's
do
not
you hate
fake.
Elmo
Watching
so
Sesame
much?
Street is
He's a
crazy.
cringing little
Yeah.
milksop of a
here it
puppet.
is.
here we go. He's like,
I can't find the whole one, but
oh, it's so dumb.
Wait, the bird that you have in Sesame Street, that the color is the big
Wait.
bird.
Big
yellow.
Bird is yellow here.
Well, ours is blue,
I
I've
knew
seen
that,
pictures of it,
actually,
yeah.
Yes.
and it's called Pino.
I like the one
Aw.
from South America too.
Is it green?
I think so.
I feel like it was green. I don't know.
It's just more
I've seen like a bunch of comparison
Yeah.
pictures of the different Big Birds.
Just
Getting
cultural
stoned and watching
differences.
Sesame Street is crazy, and it'll make
Yeah.
you hate Elmo.
And apparently it makes you hate Elmo.
And we have a whole segment added with like a mouse and a dog, and the mouse is called Ini Mini, and the dog is called Tommy.
Cute.
So basically, teeny tiny one is the mouse, and I love the mouse. I always thought that it was female. Turned out it was male.
Oh, I had that happen with some animated character before.
Oh,
some
okay.
dog or-
Animated character.
Yeah, something where I was like, for sure, I know the gender of this, and I was wrong
Nope.
for years.
That's why we don't make assumptions.
Especially with like puppets or animated creatures, you just never know.
Where is it?
I also always thought that Pikachu was female.
That's what it was, Pikachu.
Yeah.
Because of the
think
high
it's this
pitched
one.
voice, I assumed Pikachu was female.
I thought Pikachu was a female. Really? Yeah, for the
Oh, I
longest
found
time.
it. I found the soundbite.
Until they did like the tail difference, like there's the heart one and then the normal.
Play it.
He's
There we
a
go.
cringing little milksop of a puppet.
That was after Elmo.
Ah, what?
Wait for it. I think it says all of it.
It's got more than 200 million views. Sparked what people are calling a trauma dump. And in my opinion, that wasn't a good thing. This was the
I don't
most
hear it.
Are you a Jordan Peterson sympathizer? You don't like Elmo either?
I gotta find.
Oh, I'm gonna have to find it. I'll find it in between, and we'll send it.
We can post it. Yeah,
because
By the way,
it
you're
is
welcome
special.
For all the hot dog from last week.
Yeah.
that was good.
So funny. Mm.
Yeah, the tube right now has no name.
Yeah, we still have to
Is-
name.
No,
Hmm.
I got a name for the next one because this one is going to be replaced within now in about a week and a half.
Oh,
Nice.
so it needs a temp name
Yeah, well,
or
the
a
next one-
short-lived name.
The next one's going to be Bob the Button.
Nice.
Okay.
All right. What am
This
I
one has
doing?
two outsides, like two entrances. It's weird. I used to only have one, now I have two. I'm
Wow.
like
Weird.
purple and green, purple and green.
Do they signify
Purple and
anything, or
purple.
does it mean anything? The colors?
Oh yeah, the green is for the balloon on the inside.
Okay.
So, stupid me forgot to take all the syringes and information with me home. So when I came home at 5 p.m., I was like, oops, the hospital is closed and I don't have the syringes.
Oh no.
And then the next morning, when I was about to call her, she called me and she said that she put it in an envelope and sent it to me. And I was supposed to get it at the latest today. It's still not here. And today I'm supposed to
Mm.
take a milliliter out. So I'm screwed.
Wonderful.
This
Mm.
mail
Wonderful.
Tuesday.
That's exciting.
Well, the good news is that my leaking is way less.
Good.
And that I lost so much weight that she had to order a different size button because she didn't
Wow.
expect me to lose that much weight.
Wow.
That's good. And then the bad news is that basically my large intestine is paralyzed, and now my slow intestine is starting as well. And normally with EDS, it starts at the top and it works its way down to the bottom.
Yeah.
She started with one other case with EDS, and she's like, "Well, with you too, it starts on the bottom and it works its way up."
That's what mine's doing.
So-
Like my ileus and everything, and
Yeah.
the paralyzed portion are at the bottom, like right at the end.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
right at the end, that last part, like that's where it started with me when I was a teenager.
yeah,
And it just progressed like the whole large intestine and now the small intestine, and I can feel what it's like. Yay, I'm alive again! I'm gonna pass something through now.
yeah,
And then you feel like full for 2 days, and they thought with just regular flushing it would all start working, but it's just progressing slowly.
right.
And that's
Right.
kind of terrifying.
Wow.
I do have to wonder how much of that is like nerve damage that we just haven't been
Right.
diagnosing appropriately. Because apparently, small nerve, like small fiber neuropathy, is not uncommon with EDS
Right.
at all, and it can
Well,
slowly shut
And
down
it makes
organs.
total sense.
Yeah.
If you're stretching and overreaching and
Yeah.
there's no restriction.
all the time.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, my face was an asshole to like this week, and my brother had to come and rescue me.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Yeah, his wife drove, and he came in and he got me and everything.
Oh, what a sweetie.
Wow.
I would never. Couldn't be
You
bothered.
gotta skin the snake.
Yeah.
Skin the
that was-
snake, put it on a stick, and put it above a fire.
For real.
It was bad.
It was really bad. Like, it went from like mild ow to crying in like 2 minutes flat.
Yeah.
It was like,
Damn.
ow, I'm in lunch duty and I'm having conversations and everything's fine. And oh, that's uncomfortable. And then it was like, that's really uncomfortable. Oh my God, that's very uncomfortable. And
Yeah.
so I went to the nurse. And I hid out and just started crying because I was not functioning well at all.
Well, and when we were leaving, we stood in that hallway. You took one
Yeah.
step into the big
Oh
open room.
yeah, because they had the garage,
The garage
doors
door open, and you
Mhm.
little bit of wind touched you. You just
Oh yeah,
turned
and I
around.
was like, nope,
I had to grab your
No.
water bottle,
which I appreciate.
and then you were vibrating,
You
like you were
disappeared
standing
so
there.
Suddenly, I didn't even
Yeah.
notice.
No, it's because I was in horrible pain, and I was like, I need to leave.
Yeah, it was bad.
I can't be in pain in front of children.
How long was it until it calmed down?
By the time Randy was ready to take me to get my car, so it was probably 5:30.
Wow,
By the time it was like finally
that's a
let
crazy
up
long
enough,
episode.
yeah, for me to be able to go do stuff. Because I was having like breaks, but the breaks were not long enough for me to like catch my breath. And that's the part that like bothers me about people checking on me, because I never know if they're gonna be like, oh well, she was only freaking out because I was watching her, and I'm like, no, I
Right.
did all of the crying while you weren't watching, and then you came in, and I was like,
Mhm.
go away, please God,
Yeah.
go away, don't look at me, don't talk to me, don't touch me. And it's this like, I don't know what it is about that kind of pain, but everything feels too close to you and too much, and temperature is all wrong. Like I was overheating.
Mhm.
Like in the nurse's office, I had like stripped my like overshirt off. I had stripped my keys, and they were all in different places too. So you
Yeah.
could see like the aftermath
Where
of
like where you traveled?
wherever I was just like,
Yeah.
get it off of me. Everything's too loud and too hot, and it was terrible. And
That's I think
didn't
just
like
a
it.
stimulation thing.
Yeah.
Like too much input.
Like the nerves were just like screaming.
Yeah.
Because I described it as like if you had fire ants on your face, and then someone poured put it better,
Yeah.
and then someone poured like molten metal over your face in order to get the fire ants off, but it wasn't better.
Yeah.
It's not good. I did not enjoy it.
I would go with lava though.
Lava.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because my first
It
one
even
was
progresses slowly. Like
yeah. It was just like this, like, it was fire ants, and then it was acid, and my bones were turning to acid.
well, and since you said ants, I was like, people make casts
Yes,
of
the
anthills,
castings
so
of
that's
the anthills.
that's where I went.
And then when you came and got me, I like pulled it together a little bit because I just knew that I was getting out of there and I was gonna have what I needed.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, okay, because I couldn't even drive. Like there was no way I was gonna be able to drive myself at all. So yeah, I was like, come get me, help.
Well, it's funny too because all you said was, "I don't think I can drive."
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right, we're coming to get you."
Yep. And I was like, okay. Yeah, he volunteered Jen, and Jen was nice enough to come get my
Jen
butt.
was like, "Bet, let's
Yeah.
go."
She's very sweet.
I was wondering why your car was still there.
Yeah. Because I was broken. I did not exist.
How long did it last?
Yeah. You need internet? Okay. I'll get you the good internet.
Oof.
That premium stuff, you know?
But yeah, no, it was not a fun time. And that was
Definitely.
Thursday. And then I made it to work, but late on Friday. And then my face started acting up again around noon. And so I was like, are we going to do another one of these?
There you go.
But we survived, and
Yeah.
it was okay.
And now it's Saturday.
And then I came back, and everybody was like, are you okay? What happened? And I was like, my face lit on fire, and I went home. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I hate
Well,
that, where they're
something
like,
happened.
can you justify what happened to you yesterday with a reason that makes sense to us, please? I'm like, no,
I'm so lucky.
I'm not going to do that.
I feel bad almost because you had like a horrible Thursday.
Yeah.
My Tuesday was amazing. I went and saw my doctor.
Yeah.
She was super sweet.
Thursday, not Tuesday.
It was Thursday?
Yeah.
God.
It was the same day. That's why Jen was with you.
Wow. Yeah, I
'Cause
had
you
a
guys
great
had
morning.
an appointment, yeah.
I
And
forgot.
I was like, please, God, kill me. And then a like surprise rainstorm flew in
Mhm.
right as I was leaving. And I was like, okay,
No,
I don't
it's-
feel so bad.
As we were driving to you, there was
Yeah.
just this ominous front, and I was like, I'm feeling it in my back. So
Because I was like, I don't know what's going on with me right now. I don't like it, but I can't fix it. And I don't know what to do.
yeah.
And everybody was just like, I don't know. People are worthless. Like adults just, they don't know what to do with me.
Yeah.
Like my boss came in, sat down and was like, what's going on? And I was like, I'm in a lot of pain. And then she was like, okay, I won't make you talk or do much. So if you need Brenda, she's out there. And then she left. And then I could hear them talking about me on the other side of the door. But I was in so much pain that I couldn't I just didn't care at that point. I was like, whatever.
Yeah, talk. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't have time for
I was
this.
like, I don't have time for your nonsense, y'all.
What would
Yeah.
they say to a little kid? If a kid would come in, how would they respond?
Ambulance. Ambulance. They would just call an ambulance. But then they don't know what to do with me. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because they're like, should you go home? And I'm like, I can't drive right now. Thank you. Also, go away. Stop
Or
talking
drop
to
me
me. I will not be kind much longer.
Yeah, and like I said, I had a great morning.
Yeah.
You're like where you had people who were trying to fix your problem. I came in with a problem, and she just
They were trying to
addressed
fix
it.
a problem, but the problem was me.
Right. They
I
don't
was
understand.
the problem. Yeah. And I tried twice to go back and do stuff, and they
I
were like,
couldn't.
no. And I was like, but I can pull it together, I
I'm
swear.
glad you didn't, because you would have. You would have
Yeah.
tried.
I would have. It would not have been enjoyable
No.
or probably productive in any way, but I did it. Or I didn't do it, but
did not.
I would have done it.
Growing up, I heard the sentence a lot, like, it will pass before you're a boy.
Yeah.
So that's like something that's still in my head. Like, okay, well, something new is happening. Okay, well, it will probably pass before
It'll
I'm a
pass.
boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They just drive me crazy. Because they don't know what to do with sick people. They don't understand.
No.
And they're also afraid of me because of ADA, which is probably for the best, honestly. And then the front office was really confused as to why he was there.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was just
I walked
weird.
in and like she wasn't at the desk immediately, so I tried the door
Yeah.
and then like I stood there for a second and she walks over and I'm like, "Oh, I'm here to pick up Karina." She goes, "Karina."
Yeah.
Karina. Oh. And then like takes me back to the
Yeah.
nurses, the clinic.
Yeah, because she came and got me. Like, she was like, oh, they're here. And I was like, okay. And she was like, do you want me to let him back here? And I was like, yeah. I have
No.
to get my stuff. I don't know where my stuff is.
Still let him in.
Because I had asked like 3 different people to help me get my stuff. And everybody
Yeah.
was like, sure. No. 45 minutes later, Where are you? I'm like, I'm gone.
Yeah.
I can't tell. Is that even on both sides?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
So much shadow, just like from here over.
Yeah. But like where you got the what did you do? I got the did something happen.
Did something happen?
And then I was like, no. And she was
It's
like,
like
oh.
the weather
okay.
happened to me.
And then she validated my pain.
I love that.
She was like, oh, you're in pain. Like that means something because you're
Good.
always in pain. I was like, yeah. I don't know how I got such a good doctor.
That's the thing is like, I
She
wish
is
these people
legit.
had context enough to compare the two reactions to pain.
Mm-hmm.
And technically they do. They have seen me dislocate things all the time and
Right.
put them back and then go, and then move on.
Mm-hmm.
But then they just assume that because it happens all the time, it doesn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, that's not true at all, actually. And if I'm crying, there's a problem. There is a big problem. We are in a lot of pain, and we got to do something because
It's like
That's not
you
good.
turn quiet, or you
Yeah.
just cry.
Yeah.
One or the other.
yeah.
Exactly.
Well, and it was one of those like when the tears just come,
Yeah.
and it's that like mixture of this is horrible. Also, I can't do anything about it. Also, this is not gonna ever stop.
Frustration and anger from
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just builds up.
And then just the like despair of having to go
Yeah.
through the experience and like this is what we're gonna have to do. But then I was pissed because crying is not fun either because if
That
tears
hurt.
touch my cheek, I'm not having a good time. So I'm sitting there with the
That's the
tissue jammed up to my eyelid, just sobbing.
we should just rewire your tear ducts so they don't make tears anymore.
Yeah.
Like connect
I
them
saw,
somewhere
I
else.
saw an actress explaining how to not ruin your makeup while you're on set because she cries a lot.
Uh-huh.
And it's just hold your head straight forward and let it all just
Let them
cry
drown.
out straight to the
Ah.
floor.
There was a lot of that. There were a lot of tears on the
So
floor.
maybe that's one, like just straight
Yeah.
head down and just let it drop to the floor.
Yep.
This is gonna be dark, but that just reminded me of something I used to do as a kid.
Huh.
With
a nosebleed?
I
No.
like that. Give
When
me darkness.
bad things were happening,
Uh-huh.
like we're talking little kid,
I
I would cry like that because the feeling the drops come off my eye
Yeah.
distracted me enough that it would like take my mind off of everything.
Yeah.
So that I'd like very vividly remembered the feeling of drops from the eye.
Yeah.
Like, and then being like, okay.
Aw.
That's actually very mindful crying.
Yeah.
We had to
That's
develop a
good.
lot of really random skills
Yeah.
in our youth. They didn't
Mine
always
was
work,
banging
but
my head against the wall.
that was
Our brother.
yeah,
Yeah.
which is crazy if you think about it, like that they just let that go
my
on.
parents kept believing that I did it in my sleep, so my dad made a whole pillow wall next to my
Oh
bed.
my god.
But I still ended up having wounds on my head, and
Yeah.
I just didn't understand. But eventually that stopped, and I started cutting, and that was easier to hide. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. See, I always did like when I was doing self-harm stuff, I was never discreet.
I absolutely was. I did not want to be caught at all.
Yeah.
Love nor money.
Well, that's
So I
the thing,
hit
didn't
them
want the
where there were
attention or
already
anything.
like creases.
I don't know. Something about my arms was like a fixation.
Well, and that I mean it makes sense because nobody was.
have I ever shown you my arms?
No.
Let me turn on some decent lighting.
Because it's like the reflective nature of it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want people to see it, but like,
Yeah.
that was my target was that
It's-
specific.
I used to do like right on my ankles, where anywhere where I had creases
Oh,
from
wow.
other things.
Yeah.
So
I
it was
never
like,
discreet either.
It's like
yeah.
eventually a doctor
did
told
my-
me like if you want to die, you gotta cut in the length. So of course that's what I started doing.
ooh,
Yep.
And
Yep.
yeah, like
Jeez.
it's horrible all over.
I did my hips, like where your underwear makes it crease.
Didn't that
And then-
hurt though?
Yeah, but that was the point.
Common.
It
but
hurt
that's also
longer and
common
more
spot.
consistently, and so I could like distract myself. by
No,
putting
I get that
pressure
because
on
I
it.
would always like mess with
Yeah.
them to make them hurt more.
Yes.
I get that.
And then I did on my ankles, like right on my heel. No, my ankles,
yeah.
where like a sock would be. I was
Yeah. See,
not-
risk gets it.
I was afraid.
I would bandage up my arm and stuff,
Yeah,
but like
I was just terrified that I
no
would be
one in
caught.
the house questioned it though.
Yeah.
Not once. Then there was like several times that I had to keep this on. Like, because when I did this one,
Yeah.
dude, my room was bloody as.
Whew. See,
Like-
but that's what you're after.
I was trying to not. That was me panicking
Oh,
and being
really?
like, if they
Oh,
find the
no.
blood, I'm done. But I made a mess because it was just deep.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I
What are you
tried to
doing?
explain the other day how it all worked for me, and it was like it came to a point where the amount wasn't enough, so I had to go deeper. And then
Yep.
that point where it splits open, and then before it starts bleeding, and you can see everything, and then
Yeah.
it starts.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That kind of gave me the rush and the warmth of the blood going off of
Yeah.
me, and then
Yeah.
going into the brain. And eventually, after losing a lot of blood, I was like, "But this is a waste." So I started to
This
donate
is a
my blood.
waste.
Fair.
Because it was like, yeah, at least that way I can help people.
Yeah.
But donating while cutting at the same time, not a good idea.
Right.
And that's how
yeah.
I ended up with very, very low iron levels and needing blood transfusion, but I didn't want it because I was like, I need to help people.
Right.
To be
Right.
healthy.
Exactly. I'm giving it away. Don't give it back.
Don't give it. I don't want
Yeah.
that.
I don't need it.
I sent
You
it
can
to
have
Goodwill on purpose.
Yeah. I still need to watch that documentary. I have it listed down.
What documentary? Which one?
The one that Rajika's in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one where I am completely different than I am now. It's very weird. Like occasionally new people come in my life and then they watch a documentary or they want to watch it with me.
Oh
Yeah.
God,
And
that'd
it's
be
never
weird.
like I'm looking
That
at
would be
some
weird to watch it with.
completely random person because if I look at the mirror, I do not
Yeah.
look
You're
same
like, that's
I
not
did
me
then.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Which makes
also like I
perfect
have a
sense.
complete distance. Like I have a whole background story of
Yeah.
why I answered the things and said the things that I said because I was
Mm.
terrified of actually making my story in the way that people knew I was talking about them.
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, but if I say that my brother did this and this, then my brother is gonna be in bad daylight. Or if I say
Yeah.
that my
Right.
first girlfriend did this and this and this, I know she's gonna watch it, so she knows I'm talking to her, and I
Right.
don't want to cause any issues.
Yep.
Right.
And now I'm just gonna say it straight
You're
the
like,
way
yep.
it is.
Right.
Yeah, if you
That's
got hurt in the process, well, fine, so did I.
Yeah.
You know?
that's a very similar kind of process that we went through where it was like we didn't want to talk too much on our trauma, not because we didn't want to talk about the trauma,
Mhm.
but because we didn't want to talk about the people who were involved in that trauma.
Mhm.
And now it's like there's no consequences at this point. They don't.
It
They
happened,
don't. They
period.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it did happen, and we are entitled to our story.
Right.
And that's kind of how I look at it right now. Is like, no, I'm entitled to this. This is mine, and I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Which is why like forgiving is not on the table because then
Yeah.
you lose
No.
your story.
No.
The
I'm not
narrative
gonna do
instantly
that.
changes when.
No,
Yeah.
and they haven't
But
asked,
I also-
so why should I?
Mhm.
But I also have a little problem with not necessarily that part with the trauma, but also I've been through so much that I'm afraid to traumatize others with my story.
Yes.
Yeah,
that
I have
I
that a
am-
lot.
I am too much in
Right.
general.
That's the thing. Like when I work with kids, it's interesting because with the kids, I can be so much more open about aspects of my trauma.
Yeah.
Like obviously, I'm not trauma dumping on children,
No.
but when a kid brings me something and they feel totally alone in the world,
You
it's
can
really
relate.
easy for me to be like,
Yeah.
listen, this is where I was, where I like when I was in your shoes, when
Mhm.
I was your age. These are the things I went through. And guess what? Like you can come out of it on the other side, first of all. Second of all, you're not the only one who's gone through it or is going through it. And third of all, you don't have to do it alone.
Right.
And that's like, those are the messages that I'm trying to send through
Yeah.
walking them through all the hard lessons I had to learn
Mm-hmm.
without the help.
Yep.
I did have a friend
But
tell me the
yeah.
other day that I saved her from a lot of medical trauma by sending her
Good.
to the right people straight away. And that was like, but damn, I didn't look at it that way. I
Yeah.
just wanted you to be and getting the right help straight
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
And not that everyone was being thrown on your mental stuff. Because the whole mental and physical is a whole one package and not
Yep.
just one at a time.
Oh, it's funny. I have a friend.
it's also, like, Thinking
From-
about that medical trauma, it's like I did not realize that I had been through so much. You
Yeah.
know, it's like she points that out, and it's like, oh yeah, it was basically every single
Yeah.
appointment for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
Jen does that to me.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, it's fine. And she'll be like, no, actually, here's the truth. Remember? And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Remember when you were dying?
Yeah.
That wasn't
What's
fun.
that thing though? That your brain forgets pain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I had that now with the tube because I got a balloon on the inside and my intestines don't like it. I flushed for the first time today, and my intestines are like it's hurting like hell because it's pulling and it's pressing and it's
Oh.
moving around it
Yeah.
and I was like, but this is not as bad as when they put it in, but it still hurts like hell. But I forgot that
Right.
it could hurt like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can I forget that? It was like September last year.
Yeah.
Right?
It's because your brain has to. It's the only way to keep you sane is like, oh, that horrible pain you went through. That's why, like, when I am trying to contextualize pain for myself, I have to do it through behaviors.
Okay, yeah.
Like, so what was I doing? So yesterday, or not yesterday, Thursday, what was I doing that indicated the level of pain? Crying, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, shaking like a leaf.
Yeah.
Sweating, heart hammering, like
that.
the whole nine.
Like quantifying how far you had to
Yeah.
go. Yeah, because
Like-
you don't remember it per se,
Right.
but like you know
I
what level you
remember,
reached.
yeah, so I
get
can
that.
remember how bad it was without remembering the pain itself.
Yeah. Yeah, I do that with like remembering the surgery stuff, the back stuff,
Yeah.
like before surgery.
Yeah.
I used to have to sit curled up
Mm.
like a very specific way so that
Mhm.
it didn't hurt, and I would sit there and shake.
Yeah.
Like I would, oh god,
Ears off for a moment, sorry.
I couldn't, I don't know. I can't remember the pain exactly, but I can remember the effect it had on me.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm at that point already. I forgot how bad the back pain was before I had the surgery.
Right.
And that's like yesterday, 6 weeks ago. So it's like, how does that go so fast?
Wow, that was quick. It feels like you just did that too.
It kind of feels like 3 weeks ago, but it also feels like months ago.
Right.
It is very weird.
Well, it
And
also
I
helps that
did-
like you recovered quickly.
Like
Yeah.
this piece long of Stitch came out the other day. It's like,
Hey.
hey, it's starting to work its way out. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Faye.
Hello. How are you doing this fine morning? / evening?
/ snowy morning.
/ yeah, it's snowing here, which is not making me very happy.
Mm-mm.
So I'm running on adrenaline. Because that way I can't feel my
It's
body.
Leaving
Up
it
until
raining here.
the other day. It was
Yeah.
by train, and it was like rain in and out and in and out, and it was
Yeah.
very weird because my body was experiencing the whole. It's wet now, and now it's not, and that
Mhm.
over and over. It was very weird. Quite an
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah. Meow.
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 Chick-fil-A sauce.
But the temperature is supposed to
Baja
go up here this
Blast?
week.
Baja Blast. You will never get that reference.
No, I won't, but I like the way you said it
I'll
this morning.
explain
It
it.
was good.
I'll explain it. So, I was playing cards with Austin, right? And my card has a move called Combustion Blast.
Oh, okay.
And so,
Oh, speak of the devil and he will appear.
Austin,
Hello.
Yes,
You sexy
I
thing.
bestowed you with my grace.
Oh, thank you so much. I was just explaining Combustion Blast. Literally,
Oh,
just
Jesus
started.
Christ.
I can't remember what triggered it. Like I know, like the attack we were yelling it, but then, like we were in a mood because you stood up and
We
then
were tired.
yeah, that's what it
We were
was.
tired. It was very late. We told ourselves it was the last game, and then we were just joking about everything we were doing.
Yeah.
And then it just came to light, and I got up and
He hit thrusted so hard that the Combustion Blast.
Combustion blast.
But he yelled it. It was great.
Oh yeah, it was something. Let me tell
That's
you.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Ah,
Did you hit Walmart?
I did.
Good.
I did.
What did Walmart do for you?
To
Hi,
him.
To
Austin.
you? I don't
Faye
know.
says hi, Austin.
You hitting
Oh.
stores?
Faye, one of our followers. Faye,
Ew.
she's a
Hello.
staple.
She is our sun.
Yeah.
Ah.
She is our sunshine.
Mm.
Our only
Mm.
sunshine.
Ow. Ow.
Fish
Ow,
gummy jelly.
Oh.
That's sushi?
Yeah, it's sushi.
Oh,
Good call.
I picked up sushi. I didn't eat
not
yet,
that I
so.
want it, but
I have donuts.
ow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have
Nice.
tomatoes.
We gotta get Raja some like, yeah, we gotta get
Those-
you a better snack.
Grapes or tomatoes?
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, little
Tomatoes.
tomatoes.
Oh, cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, that's what I was looking
Yeah,
for.
I also got a mixture with like 4 different versions in it.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Need
Are
to
we
be
blended or
healthy.
dirty?
A little dirty on that side.
Somehow my guts were craving healthy stuff, and I don't like it. Like, my brain doesn't like it, but my gut does.
Right. I've had that
Makes
moment.
sense.
Like, why do I want to eat a
Yeah, we've
salad
all
right
been
now?
there.
Like,
Yeah,
You're
right?
dehydrated.
It's just that random craving of, I could totally down a Caesar salad right now.
Mhm. Oh yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Evan break. Evan break.
We just gotta wait. See what he does. He's playing havoc in here.
Nice.
As I was touching there.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Oh, we know what we're talking about today too.
Oh
Huh.
yeah. Wait, what?
Oh,
You picked our
Oh yes,
subject.
we know. I thought
Like-
you were saying they knew, and I was like,
No,
how?
no. I mean, they
What-
could.
what-
they
what-
could-
Witchcraft.
Context matters.
Yes, the power of having context.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Right.
I
Okay.
immediately went in my
That'd be
head. It was,
interesting.
okay, clarify, please.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need context.
You want some context? You want a little
Please
bit of
elaborate.
a little bit of context? A little bit
Karina,
of
explain it.
So I was having this is like a continual thing with me at work because I have really strong relationships with kids for the most part. And because of that, I get to hear all of the awful, horrendous, horrible, like nightmare fuel things that these children have been through and or are going through. And so I am the keeper of the context.
Mm-hmm.
And so the staff often feel like, or at least I feel like they feel like, and they don't talk to me. This is the part that bothers me. I only hear things from my para.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Nobody will come to me and be like, hey, why is this happening? Or, hey, could you help me with blah, blah, blah. No, they just make assumptions. But there's this like, oh, well, that kid is like being an asshole, or they're acting up, or their behavior is out of control, or their attitude is crazy and needs to change.
Yeah.
And then I'm the one sitting there going, okay, but here's what just happened in their world, or okay, but this is where this is coming from, or
Right, you
okay,
can't-
but
Because you can't.
here's the thing that is like, this is a very typical set of symptoms
Yeah.
for what this is.
Do you have to like? I know because you can't really go into full details on
Yeah.
a lot of it, but is it more like you to the point where you can just say like, oh no, it makes sense, and they
I
go,
can,
oh,
but it
they
doesn't
don't
make
get
sense
it.
to them.
they'll
And therefore
they
they
can't
think
just
that
go
I'm
uncured.
like the sucker.
right. 'cause
so-
you're being played.
Right. Which is not the case. And so if I'm like hanging out with a kid during my lunch, there's a good reason for it.
Yeah.
Riz.
Karina is one of the only people with sympathy there.
Yeah.
And empathy.
Empathy. And my empathy sometimes is killing me. Like I left, what day was that? Wednesday?
When you left early.
No, when I went home and Jen came to get stuff for you. I think it was Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
That was the day that I had just been having a really hard time because like a student addressed an adult and was
Yes.
really, really explicit about how she was feeling, what was going on with her, like, and these things made sense, right? It is context. And it was outright rejected in favor of, well, what about me? And you're like, okay, but you're the adult. I get it. Draw your boundaries, but also understand that this is a typical set of symptoms.
Right.
And also, here's what you have to do
Well-
to address those symptoms,
Yeah.
because all you're doing is prolonging the issue right now.
Right. This child reached out, was opening up, and then got
Yeah.
denied, basically.
And then got denied. And it was just one of
Yeah.
those like,
yeah.
guys.
And then they get mad that
context.
the kids aren't like relating with them harder.
Yeah.
It's
Or
like,
they
right.
get mad that the kids all come to me.
Right. Right.
Because they think the kids play me. And I'm like, that's not the case. I just understand what's happening. And I have like kids who I spend this much time with who will come into my room and be like, you want to hear my life story?
Right.
I'm like, okay.
Sure.
Oh God, I gotta go cry in the back room real quick. I'll be right back. Because that's the thing. Like, I'm not allowed to be emotional about it.
Right.
At work. I'm not allowed to process my emotions about the things that I'm hearing at work, because then they say things like, oh, well, you're having trouble differentiating your trauma and their trauma. And I'm like, no, I just know what it's like to be that kid.
We trust you, that's why.
Yeah. Well, and it's
Because we build a mutual trust. Like, it's not.
the population also is a more traumatized population.
Oh,
than normal. So like,
absolutely.
Yep.
it's
This is
super hard.
High trauma
Are they more
population.
traumatized or are they more aware of it?
No, they are more traumatized. Like, we have kids coming in from all over the place. And, like, I've had kids tell me that, oh, yeah, I went to a party when I was 9 and watched my best friend get shot to death. And you're like, you were 9. What?
Yeah.
Like, kids who've been in school shootings, kids who've been in regular shootings, kids who have been, like,
I was
used
in
and
a school
abused
shooting
and
once.
passed around.
Me
and-
too.
Yeah, he was actually. Yeah.
Of course
The
you
school
did,
shooting
Austin. We're the
club.
same person.
Like, I'm lucky that I live in a country
Were
where
you in the gym?
Yeah.
I believe it's 0.
Yeah. But it's just that idea that, like, without context, you got nothing.
Right.
And you can't
Yeah.
make judgment calls when you don't have context. And then the part that bothers me is that people don't seek out context
Right.
for kids' behavior. Like, it's not about you. You're an adult. You are, like, this much of this child's life. It's not about you.
Right.
You're not that important. Guess
then
what? I'm not that important.
We're gonna filter it through like medical lens too.
That too. Yes.
So like
Yep.
we'll touch on that a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But that
Yeah,
was
he's-
the
he's
birth
not-
of the idea.
That
What?
topic. A friend of mine, Teresa, she needs like very much context if she starts a new job. Like,
Mhm.
Oh
really, like,
yeah.
you tell her once, and well, okay, well, you said something, but now I forgot what the first thing was you said.
Yes.
So it takes her like a long time and writing every step down and
Yeah.
to be able to actually
To build
understand
context,
the task that
yeah.
she has to do.
I'm the
Right.
same.
It's
Like
like,
I
hey,
need to
yeah.
understand why I'm doing everything and where
Exactly.
my stuff goes.
Yeah.
I
I don't function well in, like, oh, 'cause I said so.
Right.
And you're
That's
like,
why I
that
love
doesn't
the
mean
wood shop.
anything.
When I have to make something, he will completely explain what I have to make it for, like what is going to be the end product.
Yeah.
And he also knows that it takes me about 4 times explaining before I finally get the hang of it.
Right.
Because it takes a long time for me to actually visualize it. Like
Mhm.
somehow it won't come in. I also made a whole batch of like wrong cut pieces, and it was all
Ooh.
ruined. And that was like I really felt bad about that, and he was like, well, that's we calculated that in, like don't
Yeah,
Right.
it's
feel
part
so
of the
bad.
process.
It's
Yeah.
exactly. But it's also a lot of context. I need it.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can't function.
Yes.
Yeah, they used to drive me nuts, especially when I was working as a paralegal.
Mm.
Like
Mhm.
they would be like, you're doing data entry on this form to this, and we need you to do this. And I needed to understand what I was doing and why,
Yeah.
but no one could really tell me because they didn't know. You
That's
know, like I was
fun.
being trained by the person who was doing that job and was now doing like the next level up.
Yeah.
So it drove me nuts. And then they made me do all the like devastating phone calls. It was
Oh,
my job to call
no.
up old ladies and be like, the sheriff is coming to your house today. You need to be gone. And they'll be like, I didn't even know my house wasn't paid up. I've been
no.
paying my rent. And you'll be like, what do you mean? And the homeowner was
Yeah, 'cause they're
pocketing it
renting,
and not
yeah.
paying their lease.
Mhm.
It happened so many times. And this was like 2008,
That's so messed up.
like peak
I don't
eviction
even want
time.
to know where it
Yeah.
is now.
Ugh,
Worse.
Well,
I hated that job. It took way too much out of me.
I don't blame you.
I used to work at a grocery store and then at the cash registry, and all the old people used to like stand in between and tell me the whole life stories
Mm-hmm.
every single
Yeah.
time, every
Yeah,
day.
yep.
Yep.
They just wanted to get their story out. They gotta
Right.
share.
And that's why,
They,
like,
they would just stand there for 2-3 hours, tell me that their husband died last week and that they were all alone.
oh,
Well, I couldn't send them away.
Right.
Eventually, we did make a senior cash registry after this concept because I spent too much time with the people,
Aw.
and so that was awesome.
Yeah.
They still have it though.
I'm sure they appreciated it a lot.
Oh
more.
yeah. Right.
Yeah, well, they built a nursing home right on top of it, so well, it's their own fault that that's like the people that are going to that store.
Right.
That's the thing. Is like people just want to be witnessed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And her.
Someday Senpai will notice me.
Notice me, senpai.
Notice me. Honestly, wait, what? You got somewhere to be?
Notice me, senpai. Notice me.
He doesn't get the reference.
He's
I'll have
like,
to
I'm
show him
done.
later.
Goodbye.
So Chris, how have you been this week?
Not bad. Like I did my pain management and it was really well. Like checked in. She was like, anything happened? No. What's going on? And I was like, my back still is messed up and my knee is really bad. Like it's to the point where it's giving out when I stand up every time almost.
Yeah.
It's super loose and it won't set easily. So we're getting. She's like, she referred me for MRIs. Yeah. I've been using one of the other like over the counter braces and it's not doing great.
No.
These are awesome because you can like put it the
That's-
way you want to have it.
Yeah.
It won't.
That's kind of like what my custom one looks like.
Mhm.
I love
What
it.
else?
Only
Yeah, I
gain
did that.
weight. Ugh.
I went in and it was nice. She validated the hell out of me. She's like, "You're such an easy
Which is
patient.
so
and
sweet.
your pain actually means something to us." And I was like, "Wow, okay." And
Aw.
she was
She's
she was okay
cute.
with me upping my meds again.
Good.
Which is
Cause yeah, it's been hell on
Yeah.
earth right now.
Yeah. She even suggested it too. She's like, "You know what? With your leg, I'm not surprised. We'll
Mhm.
get it dealt with." So,
How do I wanna
and then
do
I had to save
this?
her from work.
Wanna do this? Yeah.
Had to. She didn't even ask.
No, I was like, he's like, you need to leave, and I was like, I can't drive.
Not even that. I was like, "Are you still there?"
Yeah.
Like, and you're like, "No, well, I'm here." And then like 10 minutes later, like, "I don't think I could drive
Yeah.
even." And
I
I'm
don't
like,
think
"We're
I could
getting here."
drive to get out of here.
Like
There's no
on the
escape.
way. Jen had a good week. Jen got like, what was it? A worker of the week or whatever?
Yeah,
Like teacher,
staff member
staff
of the
member of the
week.
week. That's legit.
I didn't know they did that. That's cool.
She's killing it.
Where is it?
She's a baddie.
Nice.
Yeah.
We got golf club. Everyone. Yeah. And she's had a really bad migraine all week. Like these storms are messing her up.
I'm not shocked.
But yeah, I mean, it was a good week otherwise. I spent time with the kids, watched movies.
That one's too high. Good.
Roy likes Fallout,
Nice.
and then we bought him Fallout because it was like $5 somewhere.
Oh yeah, the game.
That's how they get you.
Yeah,
They
and
do that on purpose.
dude, he loves it. He's in love with it. He's like all
glad he
about
likes it.
everything. Yeah, oh yeah. And Rin's getting more into Pokemon. I asked her today. I was like, "Do you want me to take like my excess cards and give them to you too?" She's like, "I don't have anywhere to put them, but yeah." And I was like, "Got boxes. You could use these boxes until I get you a binder." And she's like, "Heck yeah!"
I refuse that, bro.
And now she's got a bunch of cards and she's excited.
Good.
She legit won against me earlier, and I'm still mad about it.
Really?
Yeah. I had her down to
Yeah.
1 prize, turn 4. I had 1 prize left. She had 6.
Oh wow.
She mopped the floor with me.
Yeah, you suck, bro.
It was bad.
Get good, scrub.
It was bad.
Play Genshin with me, please.
I'll play Genshin with you, Riz. We should get
Genshin?
you to play Genshin.
Why?
That's what
Play
she was
Genshin in
saying.
a
I was
bit.
like, we need to look.
Dude, if we all got on Genshin, that'd be cool,
I'd be down.
right?
I still
Teach
have it
me.
downloaded. I just need to put it up.
Me too. I need to update
What
it.
is it?
Yeah.
It's how would you describe it, Austin? Like open world, kind of like
If I say Breath of the Wild, do you
That
you
means
know.
something to me. Okay, I get that.
Okay,
It-
so imagine Breath of the Wild, but anime.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
yeah.
Okay.
So big open world exploration. You kind of can do things
RPG.
in what
Yeah.
order you want.
I would explain it as heart-wrenching.
But it's all anime
Heart
characters.
wrenching, yes.
I haven't followed the story. Like I want to play through the story, but every time I get stuck in the first area and then it drags on too long, I
Mm,
get left behind.
my problem is that I'm too busy exploring everything. Then my quest list just turns into this giant fucking
Yeah.
page.
Oh.
That's me in Skyrim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like compared to
I
Skyrim,
quest
it's pretty similar. It's anime Skyrim.
So then I'm like, where do I start? Which one do I do?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
There you go.
Or then months
Trying to get
later
it
you
out of
go
my
back
way
and
so
you're
I can
like,
get
wait,
this
where
done.
was that? Or you
Oh,
go
God,
back to the
every
quest
time,
and
yeah.
the woman disappeared.
Yeah.
Quest that you're never able to finish. I hate those.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh. My
Struggle
trimmer
is
is not
real.
Mm-hmm.
allowing
Don't
me
poke
to
the
do this well.
eyeball.
Now we're just trimmer time. I don't know if I really want to do a wing today.
You don't have to.
I think maybe we will not.
It might not be the mood.
Yeah,
We have D&D tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yay! I'm so excited.
Guess who's
I'm so
leveled up
mad
and
though.
you
We didn't get
aren't?
leveled up, and Austin and Randy got
Mhm.
leveled up like suckers.
Because we're the beasts.
No. Crime Syndicate all the
We
way.
destroyed that goblin camp.
Crime
okay?
Syndicate all the way. You barely lived.
No, Austin didn't almost die.
Oh well, somebody was.
Somebody almost
yeah,
died,
I
yeah.
don't remember.
Almost
I was gonna say Austin was not injured. He was doing good.
I just
Oh, that's
had a
right, you were,
natural one
like-
at the start, and my
Yeah.
colon got stuck
You did. You had a weird
in the
beginning, but
flag. But
you
I
made up for it.
completely shredded after.
yeah.
Thank you.
I was kicking ass. We didn't have as many enemies. The Crime
Yeah.
Syndicate was like, he meant that to be diplomacy, and I shoved
Nope.
the diplomacy right up his ass.
You're
Because
like, what's diplomacy?
guy was a
Never
dick.
met her.
I walk up and he's gonna be a little condescending.
Mhm.
No, my watch. You're gonna lose your hands, friend.
Hey, morals.
And your crew.
That was my favorite thing though, because Carrie did not see it coming when I was like,
Nope.
"Can I see your hands for a second?"
He was
He's like-
waiting. He was like,
Sure.
what?
And then I attacked his hands.
Yeah, he chopped his hand off.
That's what I do, man.
And then I was confused because I was like, we're not getting paid for the hands though.
We got paid, all right. We
did
got
get
the
paid.
money. I think what we should do is split it up evenly amongst everybody.
I think we did that.
No, like we have our money. We haven't like gone and met everyone up. yet.
Oh, again. Okay.
Yeah, 'cause
But
you
we
have
need to-
those bottles, right?
Yeah, exactly. Got tons of gold. We got to sell some stuff, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the thing. We got more XP, but I think you guys are getting more like value gold wise out of it.
mhm. Which will work out for
So-
everyone because we're all gonna need gear.
Yeah.
So
Playable cash.
Yes.
we're nerds. Sorry, Rajiga.
Damn
That's
right
okay.
we are.
Like if it was about like some other game, then I would participate. But
We just gotta get you in on the D&D.
maybe if it's on a decent time for me.
It would be the middle of the night.
Did
I'm
you see
fairly
the thing I sent you about Roll20?
Yeah, how it's integrating with Discord.
Is
Yeah.
it? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's a
So we're
big
gonna be able to
update.
do it in Discord anyway.
Yeah,
It's
we'll get more
fantastic.
functionality.
Nice.
It'll be easier to stream it too.
Yeah, we got to stream. You have
'cause
that
everything will be on
layout.
one
and-
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean the whole layout. No, but wait, I can show the class.
Oh yeah, show us your work. Share
Shit
with
open.
everybody.
OBS and stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
Austin's
he's
gone.
gone.
Virtual
Bye.
Cam- It's okay. It's okay. I'm
He's not coming back.
I'm coming. I'm
Object
coming.
permanence.
Austin, where'd you go? You're invisible. There we go.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
my face is supposed to be at the top. I don't know why it's not turning on. But
It's just the order.
That's cool.
anyway, so my face is in that top box.
Yeah. Oh, that's
and
really
at the bottom
cool.
is the follower thing, and then the second screen down here is where
Dice
you can
rolls.
see the dice rolls.
yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. It
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah, it took me a few hours.
Worth it.
So yeah, that's a thing I did.
Well, if we stream it too, like we could VOD it, right? Like,
Yeah,
and then Rajika can
I have
see.
a YouTube channel ready. It's just I haven't uploaded anything yet.
Yeah. I have a YouTube channel. I have like 100 videos or whatever. It's not a big deal. A little. We got 2 subs randomly yesterday, and I was pumped.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
I love being little.
So
and
let's see
excited.
then.
It is awfully fun.
I like it when it's like not from us like pushing it
Uh-huh.
somewhere, and someone just randomly finds us and then they suggest it to their friend.
Yes,
I like when
love
that
that.
happens.
I do share you guys out a lot though.
That's good.
Yes, please. Because I'm bad at that.
I wanna head over and be part of one of the EDS meetups that you guys do over there.
That would be so cool.
The next one is next week, next Saturday.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
We need to
So I think-
fundraise. Let's
Hold
go.
on, let me
Need
see
to
what the
GoFundMe.
topic is.
If it's context,
There is
I'm gonna
going to
laugh.
be a neurosurgeon that's going to
Oh,
about a surgical approach, specialized in surgical approach of spinal column problems in EDS.
interesting. Okay.
That'd be really
I
interesting
think I'm gonna use this one.
because I have spinal column
Only
problems.
problem is
I
not in
have a
Dutch.
spine.
It's
not
fine.
in Dutch, but I can translate.
Yeah.
I did have friends over from Florida like many years ago.
Yeah.
And we went to we have caves over here, like what's the right
Oh, fun.
type of like some kind of sandstone.
Yeah.
So they carved out caves, and there's also caves where they build a whole freaking chapel inside, like in detail.
Oh, that's
Um,
really cool.
And then we have a couple other caves, and like even a cave where a whole mine museum is in.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And at Christmas they have the
like
Christmas markets
Pueblo.
in there. That's like amazing.
Yeah.
But apparently they don't have a tour in English. So
See,
they have it in Dutch and in German and in French, but not in English. And I had my English.
We'll just be like,
speaking
rock?
people with-
A rock?
Yeah,
Here's
no,
another
there are whole
rock?
sad stories about the caves and how
mm-hmm.
2 boys died, like around the entrance of the cave, and they had no fingernails left and stuff. That's what happens if you get lost in the caves.
Do you know what the cave is named?
Yes, but it's Dutch, so hold on.
I watch a lot of spelunking videos and stories. So like, if there was a caving accident, I might know about it. The nail sounds familiar.
The actual accident was in Belgium,
Okay.
but let me see if I can find a Wikipedia version of it, because they usually have those in English.
Yeah.
They only have it in Dutch, and I'm not gonna translate the whole page.
Yeah, don't worry.
Nope.
I don't have
But-
setting spray. Tragedy strikes.
That's not. Oh, that's.
They finally added English. Oh my god.
Ah!
It's a miracle. Let me just dump it in general.
Okay.
I guess we're gonna have
So
to.
eventually we went there, and then more people heard English, and they were I think were British. And since they didn't have the English tour, I ended up having a whole bunch of English people around me and me translating.
That's funny.
That's
You
interesting.
should charge them.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The cave. Yeah.
Did I send you the page of the castle that I live across?
I think.
Yeah.
I thought. Picture?
Yeah.
I
Not
think
the
so.
picture, the page.
The page we didn't
Oh,
get the page.
maybe
now.
not.
Yes, it's also an English.
I
What?
touched my face and it's gonna be a bitch about it.
Right, the castle won Best Museum of the Year in the Netherlands.
Oh, that's
Oh, wow.
cool.
Visit the castle.
All right, Riss, am I pretty?
They have an idea of the location where I live. The province where I live has, I think it was 340 castles.
Wow.
And that's like the province, and I think my province is as big as like a county over there.
Wow.
Yeah, that sounds about right. This is
Our
cool.
castle is like the best reserved of them all. It is cool.
It is very cool.
There was a time there is this stairway, like this round stairway up in the tower,
Yeah.
and I used to be very fat. Like, I used to be 350 pounds. So I went back in the tower but every time I got like half stuck on the walls because it's so small.
Oh
And the
man.
last time I was there, I had that whole claustrophobic feeling of I'm gonna be stuck again, and And then I was like, I can walk up, and oh wow, there's room. I didn't know that.
Nice.
And I did lock up my ex-husband in the dungeons once.
Nice.
Oh, good.
That was like 5 minutes before closing time. I like if you press play, it gets dark and you get a story about that dungeon.
Mhm.
So I just sneaked out, closed the door, put the bar in front of it, and I left. I went home.
That's amazing.
Still don't know how long he's been in there, but
They just left him. He's part of the scenery now.
The mystery man who appeared.
Ah,
skeleton in the corner.
mistake.
They are all pumped.
What?
Letting Carrie know.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
there's still one thing I want to do in those caves because the cave systems are huge.
Yeah.
There is mountain biking in the caves.
Oh, that's
wanna do
really cool.
freaking bad.
That'd be really cool.
Like,
That
they have
reminds me of
underground
the
lakes and everything. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I want to see that.
you know the cave system in that basin in China?
Yes.
That huge one? That's what that reminds me
That
of.
looks like an amphitheater almost, with a huge opening.
Uh-huh. I
yeah.
can't remember what it's called though.
Is that the one that has its own biome?
I think so.
Like,
yeah, I think the one that's just like giant. When you stand in it, you're like this tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like miles across.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I think we're good.
I also went to the caves in Aruba. That was also quite interesting because there
Yeah.
were coral caves.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's really cool.
And there is one tunnel system that they closed off that's all the way from Aruba to Venezuela. And it used to be the biggest smuggle route, but people died on the way because there are so many ways how to get there.
Yeah.
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 God.
What?
I wish I could live there. You go with me?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
If we're all going to
Yes.
Aruba?
Yes.
Did you know that Aruba is technically still a province of the Netherlands?
Is it
Really?
really?
Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, and Sint Maarten.
That's cool.
Wow.
And Saba. I forgot about Saba.
Okay.
Everyone forgets about Saba. It's normal.
But it's so teeny tiny.
It's only
If you get a
natural.
globe, you can't even see it on it.
Right.
Everyone finds Aruba, but Saba? Nah, somewhere
Nah.
in the ocean.
It's like Micronesia.
What you looking for?
Putting away.
Oh, okay. I thought you were looking for something to
No.
put away.
Yeah, Aruba was awesome. Sitting on the beach, having a cocktail, and then all of a sudden your temperature drops like till. So you're like, oh my god, I'm freezing while I'm sitting in the sun. This is not normal.
I remember.
Those were like my first alarm symptoms, and now
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, now I know what that was.
Yeah. When I went to Cancun with Rachel,
Mhm.
I snuck drinks because the legal drinking age is way lower.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get this margarita real quick and I'm just gonna sneak off to the beach.
Real
Real Any
quick.
reason why not?
It was great. I loved that trip.
The legal drinking age when I was 15 used to be 16,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I turned 16, they
upped
changed it to 18.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, what happens if you were already drinking? Do you get grandfathered in or no?
it's like the opposite of what
They're
they're
like, you
doing
can't drink anymore.
in London, I think, the UK.
I don't know what they're doing.
They're doing this thing with smoking
Oh,
where you can't buy cigarettes if you're
Everyone
from a
was
certain
born
age.
after 2009.
Right, you're not allowed to buy them ever.
Really?
People who are older can still buy them,
What?
but you're
They-
legally prohibited.
Our country is like
That's
following the same
interesting.
principle, like we're
Yeah.
working towards a smoke-free generation.
Yeah,
So
Interesting.
that means basically you're not allowed to smoke anywhere anymore,
Right.
Yeah.
unless you're like around a corner or somewhere in the bushes or at home.
I've gotten forced to smoke. Why is it doing that?
And it's also
Is
weird
it me?
because
Did I
where
pull on
live-
this on accident?
I live right on the on the border of like two towns. And in one town, we have a little bench overviewing the nature area. Well, that is my town, so you're not allowed to smoke weed there. But if you cross
That
the
was a
bridge to
bad
the other
sound.
side of the water,
Yeah.
there's also a little bench. You're allowed to smoke weed there. That's like, it,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We'll put that on the
Never
shelf,
would.
or back up.
They're also legalizing prostitutes doing their job from their own home now.
Hmm.
Honestly, why
So-
not? Home office. Actually,
Wouldn't that be kind of
As
scary
a
though?
news
yeah. I
article,
was like, I don't
on
want
the
them to
news
know where you
article,
live.
they showed this man, and he was like, "Yeah, well, what's better than to make your profession out of your hobby?" And I was like, "Okay." And then he showed us around his room. It's like, here are the whips, and here is this. I was like,
Oh my
"Oh,
god. That's funny.
okay." Yeah. Now I
Yeah.
know what that looks like
But
on the
also,
inside.
I would not
It's
want
there.
clients to know
I guess
where
maybe you
you
get like a
lived.
gated community or somewhere with, you know what I
Or
mean?
maybe you just keep regulars that you like know who they are.
Whales.
Whales. Just- What?
Whales. That's what they call people who buy like massive amounts of thing. They're a
Really?
whale. So like, Randy is technically a Pokemon whale.
I didn't know that was a
Oh,
thing.
my,
I've
my
never
my
heard that
brain
term.
went automatically to sperm
He's a
whales,
big.
but I don't think that was the one.
He's a whale lord.
He's a whale lord. Oh my god.
Yeah. So you keep only the ones that are willing to spend the big money, the
Yeah,
whales.
There you go.
Okay.
I
And
wanna
then
be
you
a
make
whale.
sure the cops know who they are at all times.
Right.
Well, he also said like, well, I usually have like max 2 customers a day. I was like, 2 a day, and you ask like 1,500 for each. It's like, damn,
Wow.
that's like one person is my whole monthly income.
Right?
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I need to get out there.
Get your
Make some
whip
money.
ready.
Get my whip. Yeah.
We live in the States.
Not anymore. I'm moving.
He's like, and we're out of here. Goodbye.
Oh, I
Gonna
did
learn
get a
Dutch and
letter
everything.
from my housing corporation in combination with my city government
Oh
yesterday.
no.
Yeah, the street behind me, they're putting like foreigners and stuff, like people that flew from their own countries, like they're putting them in my neighborhood because there was an empty house.
Yeah.
So they use spray paint on their windows to say like basically go away to your own fucking country, and they
Right.
used swastikas. And then they took a picture of it. I was like, but isn't the swastika the other way around? Like they made
yeah.
They did it backwards.
yes.
Fail. Wow.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right.
And then I'm living next door to. I have no idea what's going on there. Like the other day, 4 black people showed up, and then they slept for one night and they disappeared again. I've never seen them before, but I don't know what's happening next door.
Yeah.
They used garbage bags to make all the windows so you can't look inside.
That's not sketchy. That's
Yeah.
that's fine.
It's friendly, right?
Friendly. I make friends.
And there's
Type
supposed to
blood in my
live
nose.
a woman with 2 kids.
Huh. Okay.
And so we do.
I've only
They're
seen
just
her once.
Right.
huh. Interesting.
What time is it?
It is.
I was gonna ask them like, hey, if you have weed there, I will keep my mouth shut if you give me like a kilo a month.
There you go.
That's like a
Get in
movie
on the
plot right there.
hustle.
Yeah.
Because I got everyone on the camera, but no one realizes that my doorbell has a camera in it.
Nice.
So they're having all the conversation right in front of my camera. It's like, people, I'm watching, I'm recording. Like, dude,
Oh man.
they don't expect it because this is a poor neighborhood, so they don't expect a doorbell to have a camera in it, and it's
Right.
not a Ring. Because they know Ring, but they don't know mine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you medicate?
No,
Did you need to?
I will. At break.
You want some?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
She's like, you want the sit up real close and hit it.
Yeah. And start coughing like a little bitch in front of everyone.
Well,
Shit.
what if you want to like come here for the whole month of July to push my wheelchair during the concert? You're welcome. I just need your names and that you are actually coming, and we're good to go. And then you have to write down your declaration that you gave away all your rights because of the film stuff.
Right. I don't have
Mm.
rights. Screw it. Oh,
I wrote so many. I signed so many of those forms. Like, I don't care. Have fun with it.
Right.
I'm used to not having rights because I'm brown
Oh, look
and
at
a
her.
woman.
Okay, and the subject is now not
Funny.
what I want it to be.
To be honest, I, you do have a Dutch color, like
Huh?
both of you,
Oh
because
wait, just
you
wait until
have
the summer.
variation. So you
Okay.
don't really look that dark, and I've seen you
Yeah.
in summer, so no.
Oh well, I
Dutch
didn't go
people
outside
have
last
way
summer.
too-
No, but the summer.
Like,
Maybe I
at
don't have
all.
to explain that a lot of people have Indonesian blood in them over here.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every time that you say that you're brown, I'm like, no, you're not. Look so
Okay,
normal for
to
me,
be
like
fair,
typical Dutch
I have a
people.
really hard time like figuring out like what like brown people look like unless they're literally standing next to a white person.
Right.
Because I'm like, I don't. Without comparison, I have no clue
Right.
what the hell color you are. I don't know.
I don't even know what color I am. I'm always like comparing, be like, oh, I guess I'm that color.
My ex was so black that I
You're a
had to
little
tell her
pinker than
to
Sarah.
open her eyes
Yeah.
and smile at me so I could see her in the dark. And then she told me, "Yeah, but you're so white, you glow in the dark." It's like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, can't help it. I turn translucent in winter, and then I'm getting some kind of tan in summer now,
Yeah.
but it's rare.
Oh, I love it. But it's been potsy lately. Summer has been hard. So I'm like,
Mhm.
I can't move. It's too warm out.
Yeah. Austin picked a good
Well-
time to come over.
Mhm.
The weather will be nice.
Yeah. That is true. Do I want to put this in my mouth? I do,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm fighting
Chew
myself.
it, but don't swallow. Chew it,
Austin,
don't
shut your
swallow.
mouth.
Hi, wife.
Swallow.
What's up?
Hello?
We say
Kind
hi.
of
How's your head? Right. Yeah.
Radjiga said hi. Austin said hi.
Hello. She says hello.
Hello?
You okay? You can make it. No. Did you eat your toast? Okay, good. I was like, did you make it and then forget?
Or fall
Drink
asleep.
your water.
It's
Did you take your meds?
I was sorting clothes.
Thank
Mm.
you.
Now the bed's just covered in socks.
I hate socks. You hate socks. Why socks?
Well, the front of the room is blocked by all of our clothes.
Got it.
Clothes
got
and socks. Cool.
I got
What is that?
these
Oh.
migraine.
Oh.
Wow, okay. That's sumatriptan. That's what you take, Jen.
Mhm.
But in nasal spray form.
That's interesting.
Because I tend to puke a lot,
Mm.
so I got these.
I was a migraine puker
Yeah.
in high
But
school.
my GP isn't sure yet
fine.
if it's.
I got one.
She still throws it at tension headache with
Love you.
maybe a migraine.
Yeah.
And I'm
¿Por
like, yeah, but
qué
I
no
have
los
a lot of
dos?
stuff in my neck going on. Like, what if it's something from my neck
For
that's
game night.
triggering it? She's like, nah, it's probably just tension
Sorry.
headache.
Yeah.
Either way, it sucks. It's not enjoyable
Mm-mm.
by any measure.
Just a tension headache. Just
It's an attention headache.
it's
Yeah.
just your face.
It's an attention headache. Anytime you look at me, my head hurts.
But it's like, it's not, because I had a tension headache since I was 9, and it's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I had migraines all through high school, and it was horrible because I would literally either throw up or pass out, and that was the only way to end the like ramping
That
up
is the
cycle.
only combination that I have right now. Like,
Yeah.
you puke, you pass out.
Yep.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would get black snow across my vision. Wouldn't be able to see anything. The light would be so unbearable. It was not fun.
Didn't
did
help
not
with,
like it.
The like, Karina doesn't eat.
Yeah.
And she has an eating disorder now
Yeah.
because she has a migraine and she's puking.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was that, and then there was like, oh, you lied. Your parents do have Medicare or Medicaid or whichever one. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, but then why won't they take me to a doctor? And they were like, you're lying about that. And I was like, but I'm not.
I remember that.
That was a bad day.
I got a stamp, eating disorder not other described. So basically a combination of everything in once.
Oh wow.
And I was like, but it's not. But they kept throwing it on it. And I
Oh,
was
yeah.
fat anyway, so it's probably just binge eating with a twist of just starvation and yeah. It was not.
Binge and starve.
Wow. Yeah, binge and starve.
Bend and snap. I don't know.
Puke and rally?
You can rally. Yeah.
I did have my occasional binges, but that was usually after long periods of not being able to eat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
'Cause once you can
crave
eat
so
again-
much, so you're like, oh yes, I want to eat everything.
Yes.
And
Oh, that
till
happens
the
to me
food
all the
comes out
time. Where I will go like a week solid without eating more than like a few bites of whatever
Yeah.
a day. And then finally when I can eat again, I'm like, oh, eat everything that I can lay my eyes on. Everything.
It's funny when it happens here because it's like we'll both get it.
Yes.
We'll
and
both
then
be
we're
like,
like,
"We need
let's
dinner."
order food.
Yeah.
My
All the
eyes are
food.
bigger than my stomach.
Oh, all the time. Hey, wait, I wanted that
And I'm still
sprinkle.
convinced that I
Specifically.
can eat a whole cake by myself. I'm still convinced that I can. Last time I bought a cake, and after 5 days, I threw it out.
Oh no.
There it is.
You saved the sprinkle.
I was chasing one specific sprinkle.
Was it worth it?
No.
Oh.
But it's not like rubbed off on my pants, so that's good.
Rats.
Rats.
I was thinking about the whole Princess on the Pea story, because that is also
Mm-hmm.
something that is like, hey, I was like that as a kid.
I'm still
I'm like that as an adult.
Yeah, Jen gets a
like
crumb in the bed and I'm on top of it. It's the end of the world.
That's why I have a blanket that I lay on top of all the sheets.
That's well, you've seen mine. I do the same thing.
Mhm.
I have
Because I hate it. If there's anything on the sheets, it's over.
Yeah.
My cats leave their cat litter in my bed, and I hate it.
Oh my god.
What?
Her cats leave cat litter in the bed.
Ah. I had to start closing my
or they
bedroom
leave,
door.
like one piece underneath the mattress, like in between the two mattresses. So
Yeah.
you have that teeny tiny bump, but you can't figure out what the bump is.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Austin. He's jacked. He's
I'm not.
ripped. Look at it. Ugh. Just roll with it. Just go. Yeah.
Yes,
'Cause
and.
Stone Cold said so.
Yes, and. Yeah. Keep going. Keep going. I'm ready. No? Oh,
No.
Yeah.
fine. We're done. I guess. I ate.
I'm proud of you. We had a whole thing.
I don't know that I liked it. I mean, I did like the donut, but I didn't really like that now it's inside of my body.
Right. Now you have to.
I'm a
deal
little
with it.
offended by that.
Yeah, you're not a ghost.
Yeah.
Do you remember? You've seen Casper.
Yes.
Remember the scene where they eat and they like it? It bothers me because it comes into their mouth. They
Yeah.
chew it.
Mhm.
They get it wet, and then it falls on the floor.
Ew.
No, but wasn't it with Casper as well that they could eat off the smell? Like they live off the smell of food instead of eating it?
Yeah.
Because
I was little, I don't remember that detail.
I was like, that is my ambition to strive for.
Right.
I wish, because that way, I was fat as a little girl, so I always thought like if I was skinny, that was like I would be fine.
Right.
So I imagined like if I could just smell the food and not eat it, I would be fine. I tried
Yeah.
that out until I fainted.
Yeah.
God.
I like food sometimes. Sometimes
love
food is
cooking
the
hot.
enemy. Who the heck called me? Why do I have a missed call? Oh, it's spam. Haha.
It was me. I called you.
With your
I'm trying to read
442
you about
number.
your car's extended warranty.
Yeah, Austin's been. Really
I don't even
adamant
have
about
a
that.
car. I do.
That's saying it's in front of my house right now. What are you talking about,
Uh,
bro?
I
You
don't
didn't walk
even have a
there.
driver's license.
What?
Emails,
Ah,
work
Don't
that
work
I'm not
here.
gonna look at.
This is not a work zone.
I realized and then I put it away.
You've offended me.
I
Work
love
is
you.
work time, not in weekends, but that's apparently also Dutch.
You okay?
Hmm.
Starting to vibrate.
Am I?
Like
Oh, yeah. We're rocking a little.
Seltzer.
We're rocking. My bag's back there. I'll take a minute on the break so
Okay.
we can sit and do our thing.
Yeah. And then we can do stuff, and then game night.
Yay, stuff.
Stuff
And then game night.
Stuff
Sweet.
and then game night.
So do we need to call it so we can go do stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. It is time. But we love you
Alright.
guys. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
We love you too.
Have a
Austin,
great
we'll
day.
see you later.
Oh yeah.
Have a good week, Radjiga.
Bye. Take care.
try.
Yeah. We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Goodbye, Riss, if you're still there.
Yes.
Goodbye, Faye.
Bye.
Goodbye, lurkers. Good night, Moon.
Good night.
Good night, Spoon.
Good
Good night,
night,
cow
Rube.
jumping over the moon.